I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? Carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Okay, so it's been contaminated. And I'm not entirely sure what it is. Is it the lunches from the blood? Is it the evidence with the lunches? In any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. One was, of course, the victims. You brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analysed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. That's not a yes. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Ricky. Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from blood tests whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Yeah, I agree. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. It's called testing for DNA. You could just put DNA. Game. Also, I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skye. Okay, so it wasn't DNA. I don't know why. Why not just say DNA? So this, unless it's like there's someone who's got similar things and it doesn't always narrow it down to one. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoes. That ties it directly to the death of Detective Goodman. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It ties it to the crime scene. So what's the blood on this? It's blood. It's my sister's, right? Appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. So where's the other type of blood? Ah, there we go. There's blood on here too. On the solar shoe, it's got to be the victim's. Ah. So he must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. This blood is horrible. So why is that only... Oh, is it his shoe? I thought it was her shoe. Victim's shoe. But yeah, so why isn't his blood on top of it? That doesn't make sense. That's why I was like, oh, it's her shoe. Because then that makes sense as to why... That then makes sense as to why it proves her innocence, but I don't know. Victims. Now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No. Why did you lie about this 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. So when the suspect is admitting she did it. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, mister. Let's just get this over with. Now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. Oh, I've already gone through this. You steal the shoe. Yeah, so blah, 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 blah. You need valuable evidence. What did you do next? 2 types of blood were found. One was of course the victims. Your blood type matched that defendant. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? I do. A problem. This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I'm going to say yes, because there's no blood. His blood isn't on top, it's underneath. So he's stepped in his own blood. But why isn't there his blood on top? Doesn't make sense. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. It's this. I think it's this. I'm gonna say it's this. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, Rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there's quite a lot of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly contradict about blood on the bottom of his shoe? I don't know. I don't know what, well, I don't know what to present, because... Oh, because it splashed everywhere, didn't it? Like, this is what the argument is, it splashed everywhere, so why isn't his blood on top? Oh, I can't save! The problem lies in the footprint. What? The what? The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? That's not where I was going with that, but alright. Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order! 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 Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprints is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think! Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. And not even that. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? Water, and it's washed away the blood. The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. What water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. What? That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's speciality, erasing evidence. That reminds me, This guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. Now, hang on. But the footprints are still going to be kind of from somewhere, so where we think the murder happened, it didn't happen. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Okay, I was waiting for her to hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, I mean, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the footprints. Well, Hairflick. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Well, wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. That's the judge's choice, not the prosecution's. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. This was a supposed to lose fight? I'm sorry, Mia. Wet or... Okay, so it's not supposed to lose fight. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Huh? Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection! Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Mr. Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Should have caught the problem with this photograph. So here's the shoe. I don't know. I should have saved. What is there to pick that's a problem? Right, well there's the blade. He's not wearing gloves, but that's fine. Why is the blood on the bottom of the shoe? I'm going to do that, and it's going to be wrong. Well, it's probably here, don't you think? Oh, no. When you point at something, at least remember to keep your eyes open. I believe he's trying to say that no one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright. Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically. Okay, so I'm not losing health for this. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I'm intrigued by this thing. let's present it. Problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see. And I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr. But it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Right. Oh, I can't save! Oh, the word muffler was overheard during a phone call. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah. Yeah. Could it be that the muffler you had mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Whoa! It seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Well, it seems like we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about this piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew. That was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? To be continued. So yes, we will put the save in here. And next time we'll do... I don't know what comes next, and I'm scared, but we'll find out. But yes, that will be next time, whatever that is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.